Hello, geometry students. For Mr. Berry, I am looking at his 4.79 angles and triangles test. And to start you off, I'm going to just talk about 1, 2, 3, and 4. In fact, you may want to freeze this shot and take a picture of it or something, or write these down, because this is going to be how you're going to solve number 1. This is going to be how you're going to solve number 2, 3, and 4. Okay, just taking a look at those, and I'll verbally explain those also. I only did the first 4 because it's going to take me all day to do all of them. All day meaning I got a ton of other math classes that I have to do, and I have people zooming in on those classes, so I'm just going to verbally explain those. So for number 1, solve for x, angle A, angle B, and angle C. So all of these, first of all, we got to solve for x. So all of these angles added together, so this plus this plus this, so that's what you saw on my notebook paper, equals 180. So just combine your like terms, combine these numbers also, and then just solve for x. Come back and put your x value in for all of these, and then you will be able to figure out what A, B, and C are. For number 2, I started with x. I did 180 minus 40, that gave me x. And then I took 180 minus 90 minus 40, and that gave me c. Then I went over here to get d, and I took, since this is 90, that means this is 90 over here, so I took 180 minus 90 minus 41, that gave me d. This is a straight line, so I took 180 minus my c value minus my d value, and that gave me b. Now, we have a bunch of vertical angles here. B is equal to P, C is equal to Y, and D is equal to L. Okay? For number 3, refer to the figure below. I figured out B first. I took 180 minus 116. That gave me B. Then I took 180 minus B minus 62, and that gave me A. For number 4, I figured out A first, and you're going to take 180 minus 60 minus 15. That will give you A. Then I figured out B. I took 180 minus 15. That's what my B is. Then I took 180 minus B minus 10, and that gave me C. Now, number 5, use the figure below to solve for x, a, b, and c. So it's like number 1, you're going to take this value, and this value. You're just going to add all of these together and equal 180. Get x by itself, and then whatever you solve for x, plug in for c, b, and a, and work those problems out to figure out what those angles are. For number 6, find the measures of angles A, B, and C. I would do A first, so 180 minus 46 and 31, that will give you A. And then you're going to take 180 minus the A to get B. And then take 180 minus 43, whatever your B was, and you'll end up with C. Number 7, find the measure of exterior angle BCD. All you're going to do is take 180 minus 88. That will give you BCD. And then angle A is going to be 180 minus 88 minus 33. That will give you angle A. For number 8, find the measure of exterior angle ABCDE. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we have some vertical angle action going on here. So this 30, B is going to be with 30. This angle right here is going to be 40. So in order to find E, I'm going to take 180 minus 90 minus 40. That will give me E. So now that you know what this angle is 40 and this angle is 30, in order to figure out D, I'm going to take 180 minus the 40 minus the 30, and that will give you D. So you knew this one was 30, so you're going to take 180 minus the 30 minus the 90, and that will give you what C is left over. Once you figure out C, you're going to take 180 minus C, and that will give you A. For number 9, find the measure of all of these angles. I would figure out B first. So 180 minus 91, that's going to give you your B. Then 180 minus that B angle minus 52 is going to give you C. And then to get the A, I would take 180 minus that C that you just found. And for P, just take 180 minus 52 to get the P. 10, find the measure of all 3 angles of the triangle, and you're just going to take 3x plus x plus 10 plus 4x plus 10 equal 180, solve for x. Take that x value and plug it into each of these little problems for each angle, and you'll get A, B, C. For number 11, find the value of xy. So you have these values here for x and for y that you're going to want to figure out. So you could figure out this is going to be 180 minus 40 minus 5x. And then this one actually is going to be, for your y here, you're going to have 180, let me see here, you're going to have 180 minus this equals that, okay? So you could have another 180 minus 11x minus 50 equals that. So instead of y, you'll have 180 minus 40 minus 5x minus 180 minus 11x minus 50, because that would give you whatever that y was. Solve for x though here, okay? And then once you figure out your x value, what you're going to do is then plug that in for this x value, so 5 times that x value. Then you're going to take 180 minus 40 minus whatever that x value is, and that would give you your y. That's for number 11. Okay. I'm going to pause this one and at least get you started on this, and then I'm going to finish this second page because the video is going to be too long. It's going to download too long. So that will give you started on the first page, and look for the next one. I'll post that right after this one.